a quick planner comparison video for you today. I've done a personal planner review before. I called it my ultimate personal planner review, and I will link that video up here at the top of the screen so you can check that out. I will also leave it in the description box below. But I compared like 5 or 6 different brands of personal size planners, and in that video I did compare a Spek Touch Me planner to a Gillio planner, but the Gillio that I did the comparison for was just their regular medium-sized Compagna, and this is actually a medium XL Compagna, so these two are actually, well, these two and this one are actually more comparable in this version of the video because these guys have the 30 millimeter back plate as well as the Gillio has the 30 millimeter back plate. So it actually is a little bit of a different planner. So that's why I just wanted to do a quick comparison of these planners. So I'm not normally a personal planner person. I really most consistently stay in my Erin Condren. However, in the last almost year and a half, I have been consistently using a ring-bound planner as a wallet and a bullet journal kind of supplement to my planner, and I'm going to be doing a video on that very soon. I have a lot of videos that I need to get done now that life has settled a little bit. My office is clean, I have an actual filming setup, so I'm not going to go too much into what's in this right now, but I have consistently been using this as, like I said, wallet, bullet journal supplement in addition to my Erin Condren. I have a ton of Erin Condren products I just got that I'm going to review as well, so I'll go into that in another video. But so if you're wondering why I have 3 brand new not cheap ring-bound planners in front of me, it's because I am constantly, looking for different covers to go with this system, because I am in a place now where I feel comfortable buying ring-bound planners knowing that I'm going to be using it. The Malden is still honestly one of my favorite planners to use for that setup, and like I know I just said I'm not going to talk about it, but like the way that the cards are set up on the inside, it's kind of perfect for that. And all of these planners have card slots inside of them, so that's why these ended up in my collection. Honestly, I never really have an issue with buying Spek and Gillio products because they hold their resale value incredibly well. They are not super easy to get a hold of here in the United States. The Touch Me line from Spek is definitely easier to get a hold of, and it's a little bit more affordable, but the cost of these planners is still about twice what you'd pay for a Filofax, and this one is approaching 3 times or more what you'd pay for a Filofax. So all of these planners sold within 24 hours for my asking price, so I recouped all of my money. So like I said, I don't ever have a problem purchasing these planners. I wanted to try both of these colors, and then I wanted to try the XL of the Gillio, but you really can't go wrong buying these planners because they hold their resale value so well. So anyway, that being said, I'm real quick. Spek's Touch Me line, they have 2 colors, the Tabac, I think it's supposed to be like Tabac. Their color is the Tabac color and the Noir color are generally pretty much always available in their line, and then they have 3 or so colors that they rotate throughout the years. So like last year I think it was like a burgundy color and a turquoise, and then I can't remember if it was last year or the year before they had like this beautiful dark blue gray color, and this year this is the pearl color, and this is absolutely gorgeous. I have the lights up on my filming setup so you guys can see, but I think, this is slightly lighter than what is, I don't know if holding that up close will help you guys see the gray. It's not white, it's coming across as white, but it's really a very beautiful light gray color. So I wanted to see what the pearl looked like. I absolutely love this color. I definitely considered keeping this planner, but I will go into why I actually ended up selling all of these, but this is a gorgeous color, and so is this Noir. I like the texture of both of these better than the was it grease blue? Yeah, the grease blue one that I had before, because the pebbling on it is much smaller. It's a lot smoother, and I actually had them install. I purchased it in addition and had them install gold rings inside of this. Like, how sleek does this look, you guys? This is absolutely beautiful. I'm sad that they're going somewhere else, but they were not working for me, and I'll talk about that in a second. So I'm going to do the comparison between, let's do the Noir. Let's do the Noir and the Gillio. So this is actually, this is a Gillio XL. And if you can see in this comparison here, they are pretty much the same width size. Now, the original Gillio is much closer to, you know, the Malden, I guess, would be in the width of the planner. It doesn't look like a lot of distance here on the video, but there is definitely, I would say, at least half an inch wider. And Gillio, they have pretty slim width of planners for their regular size planners, but the XL had to be made wider to accommodate the larger rings inside, because if you put larger rings inside and you still had a really narrow planner, your tabs, your papers are going to stick out. So this Gillio is slightly wider. Let's do the, okay, you can see, yeah, so you can see it's a little bit easier to see in this view that the Gillio is probably at least half an inch wider on either side than the Malden is. And then, so the reason I am not keeping the XL or the Vanderspek is the back plate on the back of these planners is too wide for my liking. So to put the 30mm rings into a planner, they had to have a wider back plate, and the back plate is this portion right here. You can see it. This is the back plate. On the Filofax, you can see it is significantly narrower, and it does make a difference in as you, wow, you can definitely see it there. It does make a difference in what this planner feels like in your hand and the size of it. Let's close this up. And this Malden is pretty stuffed, but you can see it's still like that's what the back plate is on this. Here's the back plate on this Gillio. So it is significantly wider. And while you have this back plate in, you can use 30mm rings, or you can switch it out for smaller 25mm rings, but this back plate will stay the same. You cannot install 30mm rings on a 25mm ring back plate, if that makes sense. So on a 30mm back plate, you can have 30mm or 25mm. On a 25mm back plate, you cannot go larger. So as beautiful as this planner is, it's too big for me. I slipped this in and out of my purse as a wallet, and this was just becoming a little bit too cumbersome for me. So the Vanderspek also has a 30mm back plate. The leather on the Gillio is slightly thicker, so that's probably why it's showing up as a little bit wider, but both of the Vanderspeks have the 30mm back plate. And when you order your Vanderspek online, the Touch Me line, the ready-made line, you can select 25mm rings, but they still come pre-installed with the 30mm backplate, so you're gonna have the same size backplate regardless. The comparison between these two is almost identical. Oh man, every time I open that, those gold rings it looks so classy, I think, with the black. So if you're thinking about ordering a Vanderspek in the Noir color, I would definitely consider. These are an additional like $30, I think, for the gold rings. But this planner itself is like $125. This one is closer to $300, and it comes pre-installed with gold rings if you choose. This one, it's an upgrade to get the gold rings, but that just pops. I think it looks so classy. So you can see that the Vanderspek is just slightly narrower than the Gillio when it comes to the width of the planner. But for the most part, in the hand, these guys are pretty much identical. Let's see it. I don't know if I gave yeah, I think I just did that view of the back plate. But yeah, I mean, these guys are pretty much identical when you stack them up next to each other. The Gillio, slightly wider. Just a teeny tiny bit wider. So if you are stuffing your planner, if you have a ton of stuff that you need to keep in your planner at once, I definitely recommend the 30mm rings. I didn't need that for what my personal rings planner was doing for me. I prefer to keep it a little bit slimmer, a little bit more portable, and especially if I'm carrying this with my Erin Condren, which is already a pretty massive planner as it is. I don't need a massive personal planner and a massive Erin Condren planner together in my bag. I'm trying to slim down a little bit. So as far as the layout goes, I think I went over this a little bit more in detail on my planner, my ultimate personal planner review comparison video, but just real quick, the inside of these planners both have zip here and a couple of pockets. So oh, let's see. I'm trying to get this in the shot. Maybe we'll do it like that. So the Gillio has a pocket here, Spek pocket here, slip pocket here, zipper, zipper, and then the Secretarial Pocket on both. So pretty much identical layout. The only difference here is that the Spek has a second pen loop here, whereas Gillio does not have a pen loop here. Now, as far as the back goes, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 card slots on the Gillio. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 card slots on the Spek. Both have a pen loop, and then another Secretarial Pocket. And then one of the features that is my favorite thing about these planners is that big back pocket on the back. And big back pocket on the back here. And that's probably the only reason I am going to be on the lookout for a regular size Gillio, because the Malden does, in the pocket size they have the big back pocket, but for some reason in the personal size there's no big back pocket, and I actually find that to be fairly useful. So I am on the lookout for a regular medium-sized Gillio in the rust. This is the rust color, and I have always been a gold fan of the Gillio leather, but oh my gosh, having this rust in my hand this is absolutely beautiful. And I still, like, this is still not doing it justice on the screen here. It's coming off a little bit orangey, but like, this is a beautiful, like, deep, earthy red brown, and I just, like, oh, I know. I'm like, I'm sad that I sold all these, but they weren't serving their purpose for me, and I want them to be in loving homes. So I will definitely be on the lookout for a rust color Gillio. I have my name on the waiting list. So the only other major difference between these two planners is going to be the flyleaf situation. The Gillios come with a flyleaf. I ordered a custom flyleaf in the same matching leather for both the pearl and the noir, and it was like $28, I think, for a matching flyleaf. So again, this Gillio is close to $300, comes with gold or silver rings, comes with the flyleaf. The Spek is like $125 or so, and but you can add like $30 for the gold rings, another $30 for a flyleaf, and then you're starting to approach $200. Still excellent value. If you are wanting to try a different layout than just like your standard Filofax with so much functionality, card pockets, zipper pocket, secretarial pockets, and then the big pocket on the back, and then a bigger options for the rings, and pen loops, and their Kraus interchangeable rings, I cannot recommend these Spek planners enough. These are fantastic. I would say kind of like intro to luxury planners. If you have had Filofaxes or something cheaper and you're like, yeah, I'm ready to step my game up in the planner world, the Spek Touch Me line is ready-made. It ships within like a week or so. It comes really quickly from the other side of the world. It gets to you in a matter of days. I cannot recommend these planners enough. Now, down below, I will link the actual websites for both of these companies' planners. The Gillio website and then the Spek website, respectively. The Gillio website is undergoing some changes right now. They normally have like a second chance section where you can get planners that have like very minor flaws. I've ordered second chance planners and I've never ever been able to find the flaw on them, but you can get them for a slightly reduced amount. But they are integrating their second chance planners into where you can purchase the regular planners, so that website might be a little bit wonky for the next week or two. And Spek recently just redid their website, and it's a lot more user-friendly. So you can navigate. Both of these companies are based out of Europe, but their website you can choose to navigate in English and then with American dollars, so that's not a problem. But I will also link the buy-sell trade groups for both of these planners, which is where I sold both of these, and it's where I found many Gillios before in the past, because I've owned many Gillios. So if you guys are interested in getting your hands on one of these planners, I would check those groups daily, because like I said, these planners, I sold these 3 planners within 24 hours. So they go really fast. If you are interested in it, they also have a post where you can say, I'm in search of, or whatever. But yeah, so I guess that's pretty much it. I just wanted to do, I hadn't seen a comparison. These planners are very similar in their layout. And like I said, the original Gillio, it's narrower, it doesn't have the same back plate, and so I just wanted to give kind of a size comparison. I'll put all 3, let's do all 3 of these together so you guys can see. gosh, I just can't get over the color of these leathers. They're just so beautiful. Just to give you guys kind of a size comparison, a final size comparison on the back plates, you can definitely see the back plates on these top two planners are significantly larger. They actually look to be, no, I thought they might have been slightly taller, but the angle of the camera is making it seem as if the Filofax is significantly shorter than the other two planners, but in reality, they are all the same top to bottom size. It's just the back plates are significantly larger, and then you can see that the Filofax Malden is a little bit narrower than both the Gillio and the Spek. So if you guys have any questions about these planners, please leave me a comment down below. If you would like to see a walkthrough of this as my bullet journal and wallet, leave me a comment down below and let me know what you guys would like to see. I have a bunch of videos that I'm working on. I just got an order of the glittery, sparkly watercolor paints from Hydrocolor that I completely blame Kelley over at SamPlans for, because she has all the colors and they're so beautiful and she totally made me want to buy them. So I'll link Sam's channel down below so you guys can check out her videos as well. But I think that's it for this review. I'm gonna get these babies packed up and on their way, and I will miss you. Thank you for serving your purpose, and I hope that video was helpful. Let me know what you guys want to see down in the comments below. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye.